So you're mucking around last year. Consequences is right now you got lots of, you're supposed to have some expectation, some background knowledge, but you don't, it's fine. Let me quickly explain to you from the beginning. Can you concentrate first? Okay. Like right now, I'm beginner level. I can only differentiate when under the power, the base is one single letter. Under the power, the base is one single letter. You see that? Yeah. So this question in here, under the base, the power is a whole trunk in here. Either you expand, but power 6 expand a bit crazy. So what you can do, you can use chain rule. Chain rule, you got two methods. One is a proper way, one is a shortcut. I want to understand the proper way. Then once you apply, just apply the shortcut will do. The proper way is I let a letter become the base. The reason I do this is because if I do that, then the under the equation is just under the power, is just one single letter. It's doable. So this is u in terms of x. I differentiate, it will call du dx, 6x squared. This is y in terms of u. When I differentiate, I got dy over du, 6u5. Okay, but the question is asking for dy dx. The question is asking for dy over dx. I don't have dy dx, I have du dx and dy du. So the reason it called chain rule is because of these following steps. So I just take what I want dy dx and just take dy dx and split it like this. Just split it into dy dx here. Take dy dx, I put dy in here, I put dx in here. And fill up the gap. The gap that I fill up is something that I have in the previous one, but I don't have it right now. And these two must be the same because you cancel these two, the left hand side equal to the right hand side. Okay, so what do I fill up? I have dy dx, but I don't have du, so fill up du and du then. It makes sense? Yeah. So that's why in here, the next step, dy dx is equivalent to dy du. Dy du I have 6u5. Du dx I also have 6x squared. So which means come together 36x squared u to the power 5. U is something we left by ourselves. What is u again? U is 2x cubed take 5 to the power of 5. Does it make sense? Don't copy first. Let me finish, then you copy on once. So this is a proper way, but please do not use this way. Chain rule this way, you're wasting your time. Then what's the logic for this? Give me a chance. Let me explain. Believe it or not, before you learn this, yeah, you've been using chain rule for all these questions. You just don't know you're using it. Why I say that? I give you an example. For example, if you're dealing with y equal x to the power 12, I want to differentiate that. Then what do I do is dy dx equal to drop down the power, and then we copy the base, and then the power take 1. Does it make sense? Yeah, but actually haven't finished. You got one more process. The last process is times it by, we just deal with the power just now, drop down power minus 1, times it by div the base. The base for this, div the base. Okay, but since this question or all the question, the base is just one single letter. For example, differentiate x, what do you get? 1, yeah, times it by 1, does it affect anything? No, right, so we just ignore it. You understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, but go back to here. Now your base is not just one single letter. So times it by div the base, make the difference. So by looking at this, what I want you to do is just by looking at this before doing anything, can you able to realize this has 2 layers? Can you see you got the first layer is the power. The second layer has a base. Okay, chain rule, just saying that if you're doing something, some equation has multi-layer, you just do it layer by layer. Okay, and my advice for you, especially you are not doing special and you are like, my math is just average. My advice for you is, can you do it from outside layer and then to inside layer? From outside layer to inside layer. So can you see the most outside layer is the power. So here we go. This is chain rule. dy over dx is we drop down, copy the base, the power, take 1. That's the first layer. I use highlighter to show you, like first layer, drop down, copy, power -1. And then what happened next is times it by, first layer finished already, the differentiate of the second layer. The second layer differentiate, what do you get? 6x squared. You make sense? Then just write it nicely. 6x 36 x squared. And then 2x cubed minus 5 to 5. You can see same result. Just 2 layers. Okay, so if you understand, can you copy this down?